What is going on, you raging Kavus? Welcome to the EDH Brothers Thursday Night Showdown. We got a pretty Gruul-tastic game in store for you, but let's bring the players. As always, we've got the usual suspects. We've got Metal Nick.
What's up, everybody? Very excited tonight to breathe fire upon all with the Tarka the World render. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dragons, and more dragons.
We've got the glorious Wolfman, Kaleb.
Hey, everyone. I'm just here to throw some hamsters at people and, make them hate me.
I mean, it's no different. I mean,
you're right.
And making his official gameplay debut, granted, you should already know him, Matthew, aka Knight. What's up, buddy?
What's up? Long time no see, my friend. It's glad to be back. It's glad to be here with the EDH brothers. I'm excited to sling some cardboard and yell out enchantment bad every time someone plays a non-creature spell. So I'm playing Ruric Thar, the Unbound, one of my all-time favorite decks.
And the deck that, in my opinion, made you famous.
Famous? I wouldn't say that. It definitely.
Within the EDH world.
Okay, yeah. It helped me gain some traction within the community, but yes, it is the exact same deck. Literally almost the exact same deck. I think I've upgraded it once since playing it on game nights.
There'll be good times. Like, in all the years I've known you, this will be the first time I've played against it. So,
which is crazy to me because I could have sworn we had played at some point.
Nope.
Guess not.
Nope. It was always Megatron this, Megatron that.
Because I love Megatron, and now I've got Optimus and Ultra Magnus and another one that we may see tonight. I can't help myself. I love Transformers.
And then I am playing Cheshire, the Shattered Blade, just making a whole bunch of creatures bigger and bigger, and then punching face. So, let's roll off to see who goes first.
All right. Let me choose my fancy dice here.
7.
Hey, 3. Not me.
Oh, what are we rolling? 2d6? Oh man, it wouldn't be fair if I kept this d20 then.
I got a 4.
All right. Let's see.
Also not me.
I rolled a 10, a 6, and a 4.
There you go.
I'm going to randomize the player order. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Gotta get it just right.
Cool.
There we go.
We have already resolved mulligans. Good luck. Have fun. Here we go.
Here we go. Am I good to start?
Yep.
All right. I will draw. I'll play a forest and an arbor elf and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Well, I am going to play this mountain. That is a mountain. Tap 1 to play a Sigh of the Shinobi. Equip creature gets +1/+1. Whenever a creature ETBs under my control, I may attach Sigh the Shinobi to it. And then pass the turn.
Draw.
Yeah, spell table says that that's a tropical island, so I
wish.
Yeah, my spell table says it's a card from Portal 3 Kingdoms, which is closer.
I'm going to play a Thornspire Verge. I'm going to tap it for a Soul Ring.
Oh, God.
Oh, nice.
Wrong start.
Nice.
Yep.
No wonder you said, I'm so excited about this turn.
Just wait. It gets better. All right. Pass turn.
Draw. Let's just play basic forest and pass.
All right. I'll proceed to untap and draw. I know you said your turn was going to be super cool, so I'd like to contest that by playing a mountain. I'm going to tap the forest for a green, tap the arbor elf, untap the forest, so I have 1 green floating to my mana pool. I'm going to use that. for a Soul Ring.
All right.
I am then going to tap that Soul Ring and that Forest. For a... Which one do I want? I'll go ahead and get Somberwald Sage out. And I will pass the turn.
Ramp.
I honestly thought...
Hardy's airborne right now.
I honestly thought Somberwald Sage had haste until I read the card, because I had more planned.
Oh.
But it did not.
Fair enough. Well, I will play a forest for turn. Tap 2. I'm going to play Nature's Lore. Let's go get a forest card. Wish I could do that, but that is not a forest card. There is the one.
Probably should have asked this before we started recording, but can you guys hear me all right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
But you know what I'm going to do? Look through the rest of my deck real quick. There it is. Cinderblade. And it'll come in untapped because I control 2 or more basics.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all right. Sorry.
Wow. And then I will tap that to play a Basilisk Collar. Fast turn.
Tap. Draw. Okay. I will go ahead and play a Forest. And then I will tap said Forest and Soul Ring to play a Jade Orb of Dragonkind. Just tap it to add a green. When you spend this mana to cast a dragon creature spell, it enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it and gains hexproof until your next turn. Then I'm going to go ahead and tap those to play Dragon Lord Servant. Dragon spells cost 1 less to cast.
Very nice. Very nice.
Just playing some wholesome Gruul.
Just some rampage.
Mountain. And I will also Nature's Lore.
Hey! It's like an echo.
Echo.
It reminds me of last week when we played. Let's see. I think I have a commercial district in here, so that's what I'm going to be getting. Because I don't have another play yet. I do. So I'm going to get commercial district and I'll surveil. And then I'll go ahead and pass the turn while I'm shuffling.
Turn your instep. It is not my turn, so I'm going to exile this Naga Vitalist to cast Force of Vigor, targeting Soul Ring and the Jade Dragon Orb.
Wow. That's just rude. I mean, it's like almost like I have a word that I said I wouldn't say anymore about not going to play. But yeah, I definitely have thoughts on what you just did there.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie, I expected that word to immediately be popped.
I said I wouldn't do it anymore. I said I would not use the "see you next Tuesday" word to describe what just happened.
See you next Tuesday, yes? Or is it see you next Thursday? Yes?
Anyways, it is untap, upkeep, and draw. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I'm going to tap Summerwald Sage for 3, 4, 5, 6. Soul of the Harvest. Trample. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under my control, I may draw a card. I'm then going to
that's also on my list.
Yep. I'm going to untap or tap Arbor Elf, untap the Forest, tap 2 for a Sylvan Caryatid, trigger Soul of the Harvest, and draw a card. We'll pass the turn.
That yeah.
Is Blasphemous Act live on turn 3?
Possibly. Possibly.
Could be. I don't have it in my deck though.
I have it. It is in my deck. Will I cast it?
I might. I can't remember.
No, I have Klaus Revenge or Will or whatever. That's what I have.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna play a forest. You know what? Let's start the pain train. Tap 4, cast my commander. When Chishiro ETBs, Sai the Shinobi will trigger, and I will attach it to Cheshire. Great. Move to combat.
Hold on,
Oh, hell.
Josh. Can you read Chishiro?
So whenever an aura or equipment ETB is under my control, I create a 2/2 red spirit creature token with menace. And then
Okay. Oh, sorry. Sai is what's giving it the
yeah,
attach.
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah. So whenever a creature ETBs, I may attach Sai the Shinobi to it.
Got it.
So
My apologies, sir.
it's all good. Good. Move to my end step. Since Chishiro is modified, I will put a +1/+1 counter on Chishiro. Last turn.
I'll untap. Drop the turn. I'll play a mountain. That's all I'll do. Pass turn.
Right, draw. I would also like to continue ramping, but I'm going to do mine in the continued way of sorcery spells, so I've got to cultivate.
Beautiful.
Super cute. Love it.
So I'm going to go find, and I haven't made a land drop, so I'll just go ahead and mountain tapped, forest into play. And then I have nothing to do with, forest to hand, play forest return. And I have nothing to do with that 1 mana, so I'll pass.
All right. I'll proceed to untap. No upkeep triggers and draw. I'll play a forest. And I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Rurik Thar the Embowed. If I can grab him. Enchantment bird. Trigger Soul of the Harvest. I will draw. I will then proceed to tap this forest and tap Arbor Elf to do the thing. So 2 mana. Beast Caller Savant. Trigger Soul of the Harvest. Draw a card. Tap 3 for a Prowling Serpapard. Draw a card. He does not have haste, so I will do nothing else and pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
What was that you were saying about Gruul and ramping, Josh?
Quiet, you.
Sorry.
Josh, that commander seems real bad for you there, bud.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I will play a command tower. I think. How do I want to do this? Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. It's going to hurt a little bit, but I think I'll be okay. I'm going to pay 1 to cast 1 with nature. Yes, that'll trigger Rurik Thar. Boom, boom. Take 6.
First damage. Let's go.
So this is an aura. 1 with nature says, whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, I may search my library for a basic land, put that card into play tapped, then shuffle. That is an aura, so I will create a spirit.
Okay.
That will trigger Sai the Shinobi. So I'm going to move the Sai over to the Spirit. I'm going to pay 1 to equip the Basilisk Collar onto Cheshire. I need more land. So I'm going to move to combat, and I will swing Cheshire at Kaleb for 5.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
2, 3, 4, 5. Go get a basic. Let's go get a mountain. And then second main. That lifelink is really good right now.
Mm-hmm. Always is.
Because I will happily take another 6. I'm going to go ahead and play my Cultivate because I want to ramp. I'll take another 6. 4, 5, 6. Let's go get a forest and a mountain. I'll have the forest come and tap. Mountain will go in my hand. Move to my end step. Cheshire will trigger, and I will get 1/1 counters on my 2 creatures since they are both modified, and then pass the turn.
Drop a turn. I'll play a Cinder Glade when they're untapped. I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1 cheaper. And play Terror of the Peaks.
It's a good one.
Let's go.
And I will pass the turn.
All right.
Okay. Basic Forest, in case any of you are playing Blood Moon for some reason.
I have so many copies of Blood Moon, but I don't think I run it in any deck.
And that's why you are a good person.
I don't know. I had a pretty questionable start to this game.
I run Cover of
Yeah.
Darkness and Blood Moon in the same deck. So what does that make me?
You
That
remember
was
that
rhetorical.
thing that we don't say on stream anymore, Josh?
Oh yeah. Sorry. See you next Thursday. Yes.
It's very runty. It's very runty.
I'll say it, you're a jerk. That's what you're.
We're playing Defiler of Vigor. So 6/6
one.
trample. It makes my green spells basically cost Phyrexian green, and whenever I cast a green spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
Mm-hmm.
Are you running the other
And-
Defiler in there too?
No, because it doesn't have trample or haste.
I thought
Almost everything in the deck has trample or haste. But then I am actually going to pay 2 life to cast a Mistcutter Hydra for 0, just to put a +1/+1 counter on Defiler of Vigor in case Thar decides he wants to get froggy.
Well, he does have to swing each combat.
Yep.
So he kind of has to get froggy. You could say he's
Yeah.
even ogreish about it.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
at least now I
not
survived the Thar attacking as opposed to having to trade. So
This is fair. This is very fair.
I'll pass the turn.
All right. I will proceed to untap. Then I'm going to move some old save stuff here. Untap.
I don't think I've ever done that before.
Keep draw.
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, no. I didn't hate it. Actually.
I'm going to do something super cute. I'm going to hit myself for 6 to play a Sword of the Animist.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep.
Because you hadn't ramped enough as is now.
I have 3 lands. If
Oh,
something happens to my creatures, I'm kind of screwed. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I have 3 lands.
No,
I feel real bad about that. I feel so bad if all two
No,
of
yeah.
I was really hoping for like a blasphemous act off the top and just put you back in the Stone Age. Not gonna lie.
I would not have judged you at all. But I am going to go ahead.
I'm the judge here.
I am going to go ahead and do that thing.
oh, Caleb, that was the best comeback I've ever heard.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Thank you.
I'm going to equip Rurik with Sword of the Animist. So he is now a 7/7. But I have other stuff to do before combat, such as tapping this Somberwald Sage for 3 and dropping my cards. Give me a second. There are my cards.
Good job.
All right, thank you. Burnished Heart, ETB, Soul of the Harvest. I have not played a land for turn, so I will play this Forest.
Good job.
I will then tap Beastcaller Savant for a red, and 2 green for a Ogre Battle Driver. Trigger Soul of the Harvest, draw a card. See, these guys are all ramp stuff. So, let's see. 1 mana, taps for 1 mana, essentially taps for 1 mana. So I'll just keep those up there. Move these guys over. I don't want to hit Kaleb. And I don't feel like losing Rurik Thar just yet by trading. But it is kind of... you know what, Josh? I'm sorry, my friend. Sorry, not sorry. Moving to combat, Rurik Thar is swinging at you. He is a 7/7. On attack, I may search my library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. So I'm going to search for a mountain and put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle.
Okay. You know what? No blocks.
No blocks.
5, 6, 7.
And since he does have vigilance, he doesn't tap. I pass the turn.
Cool. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. This sure changes things. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, we will do that. I'm going to pay 2 to cast Blackblade Reforged, lose 6.
That's not good.
It's not. It's not pleasant. No.
I mean, my only solace is that's going straight for night over there.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's
I don't
Triggers
think.
I'm not super worried.
Side.
I don't think he has anything that gives it trample.
Nick and I are just kind of hanging out over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is understandable.
Dragons. Don't worry about dragons.
I'm
They're
going
going to dwell in the cave until they're ready, right?
to tap the 3, equip
But they never say goodbye.
Blackblade Reforged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to use this die to just show how many lands I have. So now Cheshire is 14, 14 with Death Touch and Lifelink. And then I am not going to attack right now. That's next turn. So move through phases, beginning of the end step. Cheshire triggers. I will put counters on all of my modified creatures.
All right.
And now I have a bigger blocker for Rook Thor.
All right, there
You
you go.
do.
Tester.
Josh, can you remind me what's causing everything to bump up each turn?
Cheshiro's ability. Whenever
That's right. It's
At the-
just the second half. Got it.
yeah, at the beginning of my end step, I put a 1/1 counter on each modified creature.
That's like
That-
the second
that's
time
why-
I've asked about Cheshiro. If I just read the card.
Yeah,
Post 2019 Magic, every card has 2.5 paragraphs of text.
right.
Hey, at
It's
least
tap
not a
3
huge deal.
for Dragon Speaker Shaman. That's going to trigger Tear of the Peaks,
Mhm.
and I'm going to deal 2 damage tonight.
I will take 2.
Right? Then I'm going to go ahead and swing Tear of the Peaks at you, Knight, as well for 5.
I have a 7/7 with reach.
I'm going to take that back.
I was about to,
Because I can't
I'm
see
being
your
fair
board. Because I
here.
can't see your board state exactly well because I can't read everything.
Yeah, sorry. Rurik Thar has vigilance and reach.
He has vigilance.
For
and-
some reason.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
He throws axes in the sky very high.
Okay. Well, then,
Natalia
that's
is
why
out of
he
the
has
front with her bow up in the air.
Rurikthar then will
reach.
have he will have his day for the moment, and I will actually just go ahead and hold because at least I have enough to make you trade your Rurik if you want to swing him today. So there we go. All right. I'll pass the turn to you, Caleb.
All right, I'm gonna have an interesting turn, I think. Well, is that more interesting? That might be more interesting.
Interesting is good. I mean, you could cast your commander and take 6.
Yeah, no, that's
Planeswalker.
yeah, no, that's probably part of the plan. All right, I'm gonna pay 4 and play Thunderfoot Bailoff. So 5/5 trample, and then his lieutenant. As long as you control your commander, Thunderfoot Bailoff gets +2/+2, and creatures you control get +2/+2 and have trample. And then I will pay a total of I'll pay 2 and then 8 more, or 4 more, or 6 more. That's the math.
It's 6 more. Just
Yeah,
6.
21 to Minsk and Boo, which is going to put a counter on both these guys. That is a green permanent spell. And I get my gigantic miniature space hamster,
Yay!
Woohoo!
which is exactly why I use the Infinity lands, by the way, because they're space lands and it's a space hamster.
Matthew
I,
Mercer will be very proud.
approve.
And let's go uptick Minsk and Boo on my Defiler of Vigor, because it does in fact have trample. And I would like to insert that directly into Knight's face. That is 14 damage coming in.
14 damage.
I did not intend on this being arch enemy.
Arch enemy? I did not either.
Well, you know,
I wonder why. I
we
wonder
did
why
a-
it turned into arch enemy. What could it be? What could it be?
Oh, I was going to say it was the 20 mana by turn 2 for me.
So, I'm going to block with Ogre Battle Driver, Prowess Hard, so that's 7 and 7. So it's a 14 toughness.
Yeah, 14 toughness with
All
trample.
right, so Prowess Pard, Ogre Battle Driver, and Rurik Thar are going to block it.
Okay. And that's a total of 14 toughness.
It is a total of 14.
How much power?
It will be 14.
Okay. So just trades?
Yep. Every I lose all 3. You lose the snaky boy, and I will have Rurik Thar go back to the command zone.
Sounds good.
He now costs 8.
No,
You know-
what was lane?
I'm not worried about you. You can easily pay
I'll pass.
3, sack your burnished target.
All right.
Yeah, I got
Um,
nothing.
All right, I'll proceed to untap.
I do like how quickly this deck cascades in terms of like making giant creatures, though.
Oh yeah, play on Arena a whole lot, and every single time I come across a Minsk and Boo deck, I struggle to keep up. All right, so untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw. I will play the Cinderglade, but the cool thing is now that Rurik Thar's gone, I can pay 2 and tap this for a Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. I can also. I think I will go ahead and -2 her. Put her at 2 loyalty to look at the top 3 cards in my library.
And exile 1 underneath.
Yeah, I'm going to exile this underneath the rest of the bottom. It really sucks that I have to put one of these cards on the bottom because I was really hoping to play it because I didn't get a chance to show it off at one point, but it's fine.
That's okay.
So that's exiled underneath. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have enough to recast my commander.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, you do, but you don't have to.
1, 2,
There's
3,
no
4,
rule
5,
that
6.
says you have to recast your commander.
Well, I'm going to because I would like to draw a card. Soul to Harvest, draw a card. I am going to pay 2. I'm only tapping Arbor Elf, but essentially tapping Arbor Elf to untap a forest, tap the forest, go up 2. I will go ahead and re-equip it with re-equip Rurik with Sword of the Animist, make him a 7/7. And I will pass the turn.
All right, untap. Okay, that is a card. Yes, it is. I will play the Silken Zen Crucible of Defiance as my land for turn. 9 lands.
Oh, it's funny. My phone just notified me that Josh Lee Kwai tweeted out about their next fan submission episode or their fan duel episode. I'm like, oh, that's convenient timing.
Right. I'm going to pay 4 and green. I'm going to lose 6. 4, 5, 6. To cast Colossal Dreadmaw. Colossal Dreadmask. So it is a living weapon.
Mm-hmm. And you did take 6 from it?
Oh, yeah. Grudgingly. So now this germ. Now, because that is an artifact equipment, that should also trigger the spirit, correct? Okay.
It is. It itself is an artifact. It's just that when it enters the battlefield, you also create the germ token and equip it.
All right. Create another spirit. Trigger Side of the Shinobi. I will move that over to Sun Spirit.
I think I may have to correct myself. I think it's a on cash trigger and not a ETB trigger. Let me double check.
Which one?
The Colossal Dreadmask. But
Yeah, it's an Into the Battlefield trigger.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. So the cast of the equipment triggers the creating of the spirit with Minachi.
Sure.
Okay.
The ETB from it triggered. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, you have the token.
Okay.
couldn't remember if it was a cast trigger or a need to be trigger because of how it enters as a 0/0.
Well,
Yeah, it would have to be an end of the battlefield trigger, otherwise it would uncast. The germ would die before the spell finishes resolving.
Right, which would be silly.
all right.
Yep.
All right, so Soul of the Harvest is how big?
It is a 6/6.
6, and Weird Star is 7.
7/7.
Burnish Heart is a what?
2/2. So in total, I have 15 power. 7 plus 6, 13 plus 2, 15.
I need some life gain. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to swing Cheshire at night.
I thought you said you weren't going to do anything to me. What is with this?
How much life have I taken off of Rare Thug?
Not enough, apparently.
Apparently.
Backstabber.
All right, so 4, 7, 16.
Does he have trample?
No, but Death Touch and Lifelink.
Okay, I'll just block with Burnished Heart.
Okay. So I will be getting 16 life. Praise the Lord. Let's go up to 30. I do not get the trigger on One with Nature because I didn't do combat damage to the dome. But second main, not going to do anything. Second, beginning of the end step, Cheshire triggers. So I will put a 1/1 counter on all of my modified creatures, including the germ. So the germ lives.
Yay!
And then
For now.
Untap. Draw. All right, I played a fast land, so let's follow it with a slow land. Rockfall Vale. Then, let's go ahead and tap 1, 2, 3, and only 4 to cast a Tarka. That will be 6 damage going right at Rurik Thor.
So he goes to 1 toughness. He still lives for now.
He does. Then I swing Tear the Peaks at you, Knight. That is now a 5/4 with double strike.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to block with Rurik. Yeah. You are awfully angry for someone who is still at 40 life.
I don't like my shit getting blown up.
Okay, look, you were ramping faster than the rest of us. I had to slow you down, and you're still.
I was really not. No.
Yes, you were.
No.
You could pay 3 mana for a target. That's the point you were at. You could have paid approximately 3 mana for a target.
Anyways,
so I slowed you down, and look at you. You're doing just fine. But for some reason, I'm the bad guy. I don't know.
Well, hey, what the way I look at it is this: is Josh has a big, scary samurai snake. I know what Minsk can do. The way I look at it is, I just killed your commander and saved everybody 6 life getting drained, yet again. So I kind of helped out these 2 guys who maybe won't swing at me now. So that said, I will pass the turn to you, Caleb.
All right, upkeep. I have a trigger from Minsk and Boo, which I will decline to do. It's put in another copy of Boo.
Boo!
Draw. Play Rockfall Vale as my land for turn. And let's cast a fun guy. Y'all like fun guys, right? How about Atali Primal Conqueror?
Oh, God.
There we go.
So,
All right,
ETB one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7/7 trample, ETB. I believe is it everybody or just you all? Each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. I may cast any number of spells from among those non-land cards without paying their mana cost.
You get Rhythm of the Wild, which I'm sure you'll
I
want.
will absolutely take Rhythm of the Wild.
You get a Runic Armasaur.
I'll take that too.
And a Blanchwood armor. It's an aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1
Yep.
for each forest you control.
All right. So
I'll just put that up there for you.
yeah, here's my Rhythm of the Wild,
That's fair.
and then
I will set this next to my Monarch token, so that way you can look at it if need be.
sounds good. I'm gonna put the Blanchwood armor on Boo because it's funny, and
And you have how many forests?
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this pack of sealed lands will represent the Runic Armasaur.
Okay.
I, however, got a Blasphemous Act, which I will not be casting at this time because this. But it is a very cool looking Blasphemous Act.
That is cool. I do like that.
Now, I believe I can choose what order I can cast them in too, so I can actually give the Runic Armasaur haste or a +1/+1 counter from Riot.
Correct.
Whenever an opponent activates an ability, the creature or land that isn't a mana ability, draw a card. I like that.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a counter on it.
I love that that's what you used. Oh, that's great.
Let's. Now, this is an interesting decision, isn't it? Let's uptick on Boo. And you know the phrase is not Gruul then die. I'm prepared to die, but hey, Josh, I'm coming for that blood that you took earlier.
Okay. So how big is Boo?
Okay, so base 1/1, 3 +1/+1 counters, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from Blanchwood Armor, 9, 10 from Thunderfoot Beowulf. So 10, 10, trample haste.
I'll take the 10.
Okay.
Down to 20.
I came here to smack people for colossal amounts of damage, and I've done that. We'll pass the turn.
All right. I will proceed to untap. No upkeep triggers. This one. And draw. I'll play this mountain. Because I need to stop drawing lands. I'm going to tap.
Weren't you just talking about having like 3 lands earlier?
Yeah, and then I only drew lands.
Yeah, you jinxed yourself.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Kodama's Reach for 2 basic land cards. One is going to go into battlefield tap, which I will choose that forest, and then one is going to go into my hand, which is a mountain. Mountain into my hand. I will shuffle, but I'm going to hold off on shuffling because I'm also going to tap this Arbor Elf, to untap this, and then
All right, everyone, we got Nick in the chat.
Let's go,
3.
Nick Nobles.
I'm going to search for tomorrow, and I'm just going to search for another basic lane card and put it onto the battlefield. But this one will go untapped, so I'm going to get another.
Well, we appreciate you at least stopping by, Nick, and throwing the stream on in the background.
Yeah, much appreciated.
This is a pretty gruely game.
It's something.
I'm actually that's probably why he's not staying. Is too much green for his taste.
That's
green.
true.
All right, I'm going to search for that forest. Can you guys tell me How many enchantments and artifacts there are on the battlefield?
I don't like that question, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 2 technically.
2.
I had things like that I don't.
All right, look, Mr. Salty, we get it.
I have none. I have no artifacts. I have no
Look.
enchantments.
I'm the sailor here, all right? And there's still too much salt. Oh, Josh. Josh is trying to hide.
Josh,
If you can't see his artifacts and enchantments, you can't Vandal Blast them.
I'm not going to Vandal Blast him.
Bane of Progress.
I am going to cast Bane of Progress. That was the card I exiled earlier.
It felt very Bane of Progressy. I have no responses.
One of the camera
4,
issues.
5, 6. 2 minutes. So you have a response to the cast.
No, I have no responses.
Okay, cool. So all artifacts, enchantments, but I have to put a +1/+1 counter on them for each one that was destroyed this way. So I know for a fact there's 2. Josh, how many did you say?
Hold on. Let's do this the proper way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. So 7 counters. Got it.
I like how the 2 artifacts and enchantments that I had that got destroyed were just other people's.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have 2 more counters to put on it because I also have to include my own Soul Ring and Sword of the Animist.
I just want you to know.
Does that mean that Rhythm of the Wild will then go to
Yes,
my
it goes to your
graveyard?
graveyard. Yeah,
Making sure I have it in the right spot.
that Dread Mask was going to go on Cheshire, and it was going to be glorious.
Yep. Since I had a creature into the battlefield, I draw a card. Did I? I don't remember if I already drew it. Hold on. Let me double check something.
I was too busy drinking to notice.
I don't think I did.
I don't think you did either.
I don't think I did. So we'll draw. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left up. I already played my land per turn. I'm going to go ahead and -2 to Vivian again to look at the top 3. And the cool thing about Vivian is that even though she goes away, even though she goes away, I can still cast this exiled card. So she goes to the graveyard, and I'll set this face down card here as the one that was exiled with Vivian.
Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Glad you popped in. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Hey, the late night channel. Thank you so much for popping in the stream. I appreciate it. I'm just messing with you guys.
You're on screen. I don't want to hear about it.
Hey, that's actually my buddy Sean. He goes by Lemon. So
Oh,
the best Lemon.
Nick Nobles. Nick, oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going
Gosh.
to repeat on air what he said. Yeah, proceed. And my camera decides to go, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just about to say your camera's a little. Hey, at least he's wearing a shirt.
Thanks, Nick.
At least... but that is all I can do.
Okay. All right, untap. I would like to point out that my germ lived.
I would like to
It sure
point
did.
out. I would like to point out that I think I helped the board. So-
No comment.
Maybe ease up a bit.
2,
About it.
4, 6. I'm gonna cast Argentum Armor.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough to equip it, but I do get to make another spirit. But it is noteworthy that Argentum Armor Equipped creature gets +6/+6, and whenever equipped creature attacks, destroy target permanents.
Permanent, not non-land permanent.
Permanent. Can I do anything else right now? No, I got to keep blockers up because now Caleb's got bigger threats, and I want to stay on Metal Mix good side because I could easily die from triggers or from dragons. So I'm going to be nice, and I'm just going to move through phases, beginning of the end step, and just put more counters. Yep, pass the turn.
Okay.
See, I could play nice.
All right. I'm going to play a mountain. Before I begin, Josh.
Yes, sir.
If I let you live, you
I'm
promise
not blowing
not
up. I'm
to
not
affect
blowing.
anything on my board. With
I
your,
won't
with your blow.
blow anything up with Argentum armor on your turn.
Okay. Knight.
Sir.
If I kill Kaleb, will you not blow up my board at the moment? I realize that I am a threat and I am scary, but I can take Kaleb out, and he has a Tali and Boo, which is only going to get worse and worse.
I will not blow anything.
Okay.
That sounds like a deal to me.
Sounds like a deal.
Wait,
Okay.
Nick, where's my deal?
You have a Tali.
All you
You
have
have-
to do
you
is
have
flip a
Boo.
Tali,
I
and
died
now
to
we
a-
have poison.
Yeah, then you have Infect. I also died to like a 28 Boo on Sunday, so I'm still suffering from post-traumatic hamster disorder.
Look,
Post-traumatic
I-
hamster
I-
disorder.
The only person at it worse is Richard Gere. So at this point,
So, yeah, Richard Gere is the name of this deck because I like to insert my hamster directly into people.
so I'm gonna pay
Sus.
I'm gonna pay 4 to play Terror of Mount Velis.
That
And
sounds like it
it's-
deals me damage.
It's a 5/5 flying double strike. When it enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain double strike until end of turn. They kind of already have that because of Atarka, but it doesn't matter. And yes, Kaleb, I'm gonna have 5 go your way.
All right, I'm at 16.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do what you would expect, and Terror of the Peaks and Atarka are gonna swing at you 6/4 and a 5/4 with double strike.
Now, just to clarify, are they swinging at me or at my planeswalker? Because that's an option.
They are coming directly at you. Because when
All
you
right,
get a chance to kill the glorious Wolfman early, you do it.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. Let me see if I have like secret reach on any of my creatures.
Sneaker. Yeah, if you actually take out all of the text except these 5 letters, it spells reach. So
Well, like a bunch of the Eldrazi from what is it, Modern Horizons 3, just randomly have reach, but it's like buried in the bottom part of their text box.
Right.
or this creature can block creatures with the flying on really old cards before the keyword was
Yeah.
printed.
And Runic Armbasar, I assume, does not in fact have reach. So this land pack does nothing. I die. The only thing I was sad about is I didn't get to play my favorite card in this deck, riding the Delu horse.
Huh?
It says any creature gets +2/+2 and gains horsemanship. It's a sorcery.
Oh my gosh, horsemanship.
Okay.
Well,
that's
you'll notice on the fact that it's a sorcery, you'll notice what words I didn't say, which is until end of turn. It's a permanent +2/+2 and horsemanship.
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
This was a hookup from my friend Tanner, who got it in a collection they acquired. He's like, "Oh, you've always wanted this card? Just take it. Like, as long as you're using it, I'm happy."
that.
All right,
Yes.
I will pass the turn. One
All
card
right.
in hand.
Shout
and
out to
one mana.
Tanner.
And since the glorious Wolfman is no longer in the game, it will pass to me, and I will proceed to untap. I will say, my friend Sean
Josh,
Lemons.
your camera hates you, bud.
No comment.
Yeah, my friend who is in chat he is actually learning how to play Commander, and he is picking up one of his first decks here shortly. I think he said within the week.
Yeah, boy.
And so I've converted him to Magic the Gathering, and I'm
So
really excited.
I would like to note, riding the Delu horse, if you want to pick yours up from TCG Player, it is currently going for $268.90.
Just
Budget
good value.
friendly.
that being said, that card is not on the reserve list. So Wizards of the Coast, get to
reprint
reprinting.
it. Please, that would have been great in Foundations.
It would have been cool. So untap, upkeep, draw.
But for all of your budget cards, check out Kayfabe cards. Link in the description. They are the best shop, and they have a store on TCG Players, so you can buy from them directly.
Well, yeah. Did you say budget cards? Because you can also probably pick up not budget stuff from them too.
You can buy at least four decks as the same cost of that card.
All right, so I'm going to. Sorry, I don't mean to derail this conversation.
No, you're
but
good.
I am moving on with my turn. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and once again to reiterate, I'm just shortcutting the Arbor Elf. 6 for a Primordial Sage. Whenever I cast a creature spell, I may draw a card. Trigger Soul of the Harvest, I will draw a card. Let's see, that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. To which I will use 5 of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, it has to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to cast Ryusei the Falling Star. I'm sure our dragon player here is familiar with Ryusei.
Nope, I'm not.
Okay. When Ryusei the Falling Star dies, it deals 5 damage to each creature without flying.
All right, there you go.
Yep. I have 2 triggers. I have the cast trigger and the ETB trigger. I will draw 2 more cards. I believe I played a land per turn already, so I will not do that.
Kaleb has been exiled. He'll be back.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 mana left up, to which I will use to cast this Fierce Empath. 1, 2, and 3. When it ETBs, I may search my library for a creature card with converted mana cost 6 or greater, reveal it, and put it in my hand, but I have 2 more triggers. I'm going to draw 2 more cards. And then search. Whoops.
So I don't know if Kaleb was upset.
No, he just said
or his computer got upset because
I think his computer got upset. Yeah, I think his computer got upset.
Yeah. No, I saw the text.
He hopes to return, everybody. He hopes to return.
Yeah,
it's a good thing I killed him first.
His computer was definitely having post-traumatic dragon disorder.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am going to search for a card called Vigor. Vigor, just to be clear, in case anybody misheard me. And I'll put that into my hand. And then I will pass the turn.
We don't like Vigor.
Now, where's that Blasphemous Act?
Untap. Okay.
Sean, I have $2.30. Take it or leave it. Ooh. Sean, I don't know if you were able to see it, but Vigor is the card I looked for. Once again, that's Vigor.
Yeah, I've got it up on screen.
Okay, if you've got it up on screen, that's perfect.
I kind of want to do something janky.
As always.
But first, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to move to equip the Argentum armor onto Cheshire.
Makes sense.
And then I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast Chaos War, but I'm going to target this spirit.
Hey, that is something janky. I love that.
So that gets
I support this
shuffled
play. Do you take the 6 from Rurkthar's?
Rurkthar's not out. Let's try that.
Dang it! I thought I had him.
Good old shuffle. All right, I'm going to cut. And if it's a permanent, comes onto the battlefield. Damn it.
That is a land. Let's go.
You have 2 of those in that deck?
not like the precon. And
Oh, hey,
back.
there's Wolfman is back.
How many tiers of
Randomly
was
yelled at me like restarting, and I'm like, I don't know what happened.
we figured it was your computer had post-traumatic dragon disorder. Right. So move to combat. I think it would be funny if it would live. Yep. I'm gonna do it. Move to combat. I'm gonna attack knights with Cheshire, which is
Cheshire?
currently which is a 9, 15, 15. On
Yeah,
attack,
trample.
no, but on attack, Argentum armor triggers.
Yep. Destroy target permanent.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow up Ryusei the Falling Star.
That's kind of what I was hoping you wouldn't do.
Deal 5 damage to my guy, so my make things cheaper are gone.
Yep. And it leaves me with no blockers for the dragons. Fantastic. And I lose pretty much my entire board. Primordial Sage is gone, Fierce Empath, Ryusei, Arbor Elf, Somber Wolf Sage, Beast Color Savant, Sylvan Caryatid are all gone. Yep.
Yep. So 15-15 coming at you down.
I'm going to block it with the 13-13.
Cool.
Just the 13-13.
All right.
All right. Yep. Second name?
Yep. I want to be mad about it, but it'd be like that.
That'll trigger, so I will put another counter on everything that's modified and pass turn.
Untap. Drop turn. That'll work. Okay, I'm going to pay 4. Play Crucible of Fire. Dragon creatures you control get +3/+3.
Oh,
Yep.
yep. Well, boys, I think that's going to be it for me.
For
Yeah.
you,
Oh,
Well-
he's swinging at me. I did blow
No,
up.
I have. Josh has to die at this point.
Yeah.
So play 9/9. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. So Terror of the Peaks and Terror of Mount Velis are going to go at Josh. They're a 8/7 and a 8/8 with double strike. Atarka is going to swing at you, Knight, so I can get your commander damage up. That's a 9/7 double strike, so you'll go to 18 commander.
Yep. 18 commander damage and 32 minus 18 puts me at 14 life.
And that if my math is correct, that kills me. Yes.
Yeah, because you're only at 20 life, right? Yeah, and that would be 16 and 16, so 32.
Yep.
So you dead.
Let me just say, this is eerily familiar. Me in a situation where I'm second, I have one hope to the top deck and answer. It's eerily similar to how things turned out last time.
Pass turn.
And he's still at 40! Why have none of us attacked him? Why did you guys focus on me?
I felt bad.
Likely, had you not blown these two things up, I would have remained a more serious threat, and I probably would have gotten more attention on me. So thank you again for that. Appreciate it.
You're welcome for me trying to be proactive, and once again, nobody else seeing this. I don't think I've got it. I'm going to play a forest. Let's see, I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana.
You can recast your commander.
I could, but I'm going to cast a 1, 2, 3, 4, a Yeva, Nature's Herald, draw a card, and nope. I was hoping on that I could get one more card draw and find an answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana left. I can do one more. Tap 4, Beast Whisperer. Nope.
Is that on to game 2?
I believe that's on. You know what? I won't say anything. I'm just going to move to combat, and I'm going to at least deal 6 damage to him.
I'm gonna happily take 6 damage.
There we go. And I'll move to. I'll pass the turn. I'm going to be fair about this.
I'm gonna draw. It's a mountain. I'm gonna swing out.
At instant speed, I'm going to scoop. Good game.
Good game.
How far away was I from? Okay, I had one blocker away. But once again, like I said, it's eerily similar. When I played this on game night, it was just me and Josh, and I had Rurik on the battlefield, and I just needed to draw Blasphemous Act. I couldn't get to it until we went on to game 2, but when I checked for it, it was 3rd from the bottom.
Whoa.
Almost play by play. That is insane.
Well, that was a fun game, and Kaleb was the first to be eliminated. Not something we see very often.
No, not something we do, and that's why I felt it was the right move. Again, Kaleb, I love you, buddy, but this is what I kind of got it's what I got frustrated about, in the zombie one, is everyone was targeting me, and I'm like, do you not realize that Kaleb is in the game? That this guy, especially with zombies, you're gonna let Kaleb go unchecked in zombies?
All right. So, game 2.
Game 2.
So
I'm gonna mix up the playing order because we're gonna have Nick be in last.
That's fair. Nick would like to go get another beer if that's okay before we start the next game.
Sure.
No.
Nick can go. You're in your own home. I mean, who am I to tell you what you can and cannot do?
I mean, since I'm going last, I have time to still shuffle up and get ready to play.
And it gives me a little bit of time to make a decision here. We said this was a Gruul thing, but Josh has already changed away from Gruul colors.
We only do that in the first game. So the second game is whatever you would like to play.
So, but here's the thing: I have another Gruul deck that I built that I would like to play, but now it's my turn as the sailor to be salty. And part of me wants to bring out something a little bit stronger than what I built.
This deck is kind of a relic of days gone by. It's a little slow, a little clunky, but it was at one time my favorite commander deck, and I just haven't brought myself to disassemble it, and I haven't played it on the channel yet, and I'm trying to cycle through all of my decks. So
Fair enough. You know, I'm going to stay true to my word. I'm going to play another Gruul deck. Let me introduce you to Blaster Combat DJ.
that sounds like a transformer.
It is. So it is not the Transformer Josh is so terrified of,
Thank
but
God.
it is one.
Which is funny considering Megatron is actually what Mardu, and that's what I'm playing is Mardu.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, as I play cards in this deck, you all will notice one kind of unifying fact about the cards.
Are they all
Feel free
legacy?
to shout it out when you notice. Huh?
They're all legacy legal.
Actually, no. There is a banned card in Legacy in this deck.
Wow. Oh, Olivia, she's lovely.
She's lovely.
Both the creature and the other Olivia. Olivia Williams.
Yeah, I'm
So
not
we
sure. I'm
have-
not sure which one to run as the commander today. If I go with the Sisters of the Undead or Olivia Crimson Bride, I don't know.
So we have a Mardu, we have a Mono Red, and then a Rakdos. I feel like I should play a Boros, so that way I stay in the color pie that we've got going on. But I don't have any. Well, I do have one.
But note,
fun bullet.
this now will have no blue in it.
Mm-hmm. Who needs it?
I like.
I like blue.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
for a
got-
future stream, we'll have to do a mono blue deck.
Oh, dear
Forcing
God.
Metal Nick
Dibs on Urza.
to build one.
I don't know if I could enjoy playing like a mono blue pod, but like maybe everyone just has to have blue in their deck.
Ooh, that yeah.
Like mono blue pod, honestly, sounds. Although I have toyed around with the idea of mono blue counters, where it runs maybe like 1 to 2 counter spells, but it's just all blue cards that have to do with having counters on things.
Fair enough.
So I recently built on Arena a Eluge, the fish from Broomborough.
Yeah, the flood counter or
Mhm.
flood lightning ones.
It's really fun. It's probably the only blue deck that I've built that I've actually enjoyed playing.
I enjoy my blue decks, but I'm also degenerates.
Yeah, I was like, I play blue, blue black and legacy, as well as mono blue artifacts, and then commander decks. A lot of them that have blue are also black or green. I'm very much a Sultai mage at heart, although I do love Esper too. Basically, despite playing 2 red decks tonight, red's probably my least favorite color in Magic. Also, I'll be bringing a teamer deck for the first game next week, Josh.
Nice.
Now, if you want to talk about favorite color combinations, that one's probably mine.
Teamer.
Teamer. Yep.
Yeah.
I have a Teamer Ascendancy playmat somewhere around here.
Oh, nice. I was able to acquire a copy of the Marvel Secret Lair Storm.
Oh, did they finally show up?
I should have a commander deck. But no, it comes in Saturday.
Ah, okay. All right.
Well, this isn't the one from Swan. This is just one I was able to pick up on my own because Swan is unsure whether or not. So it said it was delivered, and then it's not actually at his house. So now he's battling with that.
Are we still doing house rule?
Yep. And then make sure to add your commanders into spell table.
Yep, I'll get Olivia added in here just a
Yeah,
second.
no, you're good. So while they're doing that, I'm playing Altair. This is from the Assassin's Creed set. So whenever Altair attacks, exile up to 1 target assassin creature card from my graveyard with a memory counter on it. Then for each creature I own in exile with a memory counter, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of it. Exile those tokens at the end of combat. So Assassin Tribal with some jank in there. And yes, I know, you're all expecting it. Poison counters are in the deck.
Sean in chat had a kind of a cool idea. He said, would be fun to see a 4-way mirror match where all of you play the exact same deck. You need to find the right deck. It could be boring with something else. So we all built this last week.
Yeah, we did that last week. We played zombies.
Well, I thought you guys chose. No, I mean like the same commander.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
you guys chose the
technically
same
that's what we
commander.
did. Yeah.
Technically, everybody ran Will Health. However, myself and Swan, I opted out for Toxrol, just because why not? And he ran Scarab God.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but that is a fun idea. I actually did that with O'Hare Ashenel, the mana burn or the mono red god from Lost Caverns.
Now,
Okay.
it is. Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
That game, all of us, the game did not go as far as turn 5. With all of us playing the same, practically the same deck. So, Sean, in case you don't know what, so I'll put it up on screen for you. O'Hare Ashenel, Deepest Might. If a red source you control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than O'Hare Ashenel's power to an opponent, that source deals damage equal to O'Hare Ashenel's power instead. It can get very gross, very fast. That deck is my Some Gods Just Want to Watch the World Burn.
So my very first thought was Korn from Warhammer. All of us playing Korn, and we just keep passing it to each other.
Oh, if we were to do that, Alexios would be good too.
Same thing with the most fun was Corona the False God.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be good too.
This one.
But yeah, Slicer Hard Muscle's real good.
Slicer.
Yeah, CEDH All Star Slicer.
Right?
I need Slicer, the executive producer. Is that what it is? Oh, wrong trading card game. That's
wrong trading card game, and excellent abridged reference there though.
Thank you.
All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready. So I'm gonna play Olivia Crimson Bride. I just want to say that. Yeah, so I when I got into this was not the new set, but me being the fan of horror films that I am, I was very gravitated towards Crimson Vow. This was the pre-con, but it's been heavily upgraded and commanders have been swapped out. And because me being me, and I am the horror movie connoisseur and junkie, if you need a good vampire flick to watch, I recommend you check out Near Dark. It's a little film about a kid from Oklahoma named Kaleb. No joke, I'm dead serious. Who falls in love with this sweet little thing. Then she takes him home to meet her family and finds out that she's part of a roaming tribe of vampires that terrorize the Southwest. This was an early Catherine Bigelow film, featured most of the cast of Aliens because she was married to James Cameron at the time. It's absolutely fantastic. If you have never seen this movie, you need to go check it out. It's absolutely phenomenal.
It's really cool. And actually, the first time I watched that movie was with Nick. Back when the first ever horror movie night I did with you, which you had picked that one, and it wasn't even because I was coming up to visit. It just was very convenient.
It was indeed.
Caleb, what you playing?
I'm playing Felden of the Third Path. So this is an older deck that I've had, I think, since like 2017. It's not super optimized or anything. It's just fun. It's mono red Reanimator. So Felden is 2 and a red. Tap him. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature or artifact in your graveyard. Target creature card in your graveyard, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. It gains haste, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. Oftentimes what I will do is I will put the creature from my graveyard into play to symbolize what it is, and then put it back later on. But just for the record, it will be in my graveyard in case I ever, activate this ability multiple times or anything like that. And I will say that outside of one card in this deck, every card is foil.
Ooh.
I am playing Blaster Combat DJ. He is one of the Transformer cards. Essentially, the deck is based around trying to manipulate the modular keyword as much as possible. Modular means that this creature enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. When they die, you may put their +1/+1 counters on target artifact creature, and this says every artifact creature has modular 1. So all my creature cards enter with 1 +1/+1 counter. And so there's some ways to like buff them up, double counters, just kind of manipulate that as much as possible when I can, where I can. It is janky. When I built this deck, I pulled all kinds of cards from everywhere just to build it because I wanted to use cards like Iron Claw Crusher from Brothers War that I never see anyone else play, so I wanted to throw that in there. It's interesting. Nothing really. Oh, there are some cards that you'll see. This is my Across the Universe deck because there are cards from Godzilla. There's cards from different secret layers. It's not just Transformers. It's all kinds of stuff. I love it. That's what we're rocking with today.
I dig it.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do this. Draw for turn.
Oh, did we already establish turn order?
Yeah. Nick's going
Okay,
next.
okay.
I'm going to play a Shine Shadow Snarl, revealing this foil plains, and then pass turn.
All right. So hang on. My computer keeps doing something weird. All right, I'll draw. All right, you remember how I said there was exactly one card in here that I could think of that wasn't legacy legal?
Yeah.
I'll play Bazaar of Baghdad. So Bazaar of Baghdad is a land that does not tap for mana, but I do tap it to draw 2 cards and discard 3.
Huh.
And this is the one card in the deck that is not foil because it does not come in foil. This is a proxy because I don't tend to keep my real one in this deck.
That's very.
I'll activate it, draw 2, and I will discard Inferno Titan, Phyrexian
online.
Triniform,
Oh god, he's online.
and this War of the Spark Fountain. Oh, also, every mountain in this deck is unique. None of them match art.
That's beautiful.
So I'll pass the turn.
I hate this deck already. It's turn 1, and I'm already thinking, man, it's going to be a quick game.
Well, Eldon takes 3 to get down. I have no mana currently, and it also takes 3 to activate, and Eldon doesn't have haste. So that's been the downfall of this deck. I don't run a lot of like ramp.
I gotcha.
It's just fun.
I'm going to play a forest and tap it for a Hardened Scales. Pass turn. That is a Tyrannid. That is going to spread its love with my Transformers.
That just
Right.
sounds dirty.
It does. I said it and immediately regretted the way I said it.
Well, with no blue on the table, I still feel like I'm going to play a Cavern of Souls, naming Vampire. Pass turn.
Untap.
I'm going to play Red Pyroblast.
All right, well, I'm going to play this Secluded Courtyard. When he TBs, choose creature type, Assassin. And so I will tap for 1 and a black, and I'm going to cast Desmond Miles. If that's not Assassin Creed worthy, I don't know what is. So Desmond Miles gets +1/+0 for each other assassin I control, and each assassin card in my graveyard. Whenever Desmond deals combat damage to a player, surveil X, where X is the amount of damage it dealt to that player. Currently a 1/3 with Menace. I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Ooh. I'm going to activate Bazaar, as any good Bazaar player would do. I'm going to discard High Market
Commander Sphere, and this Amonkhet Mountain. And I'm going to play this Judge Foil Mountain. And yes, I will be announcing what each basic land is, as long as I remember to do that. I will pass it.
I feel like I should send you a foil mountain and then sign it.
It would go in here.
Okay, done.
They're
I'm going to play a Karn's Bastion. And then I'm going to tap 2 for a Arcane Signet. That will be it.
Alrighty. Draw a card.
Oh, Dick, we haven't blown up your stuff at all.
Yay! Play a Swamp. I'm going to tap the Swamp for a Soul Ring. I'm going to tap Cavern of Souls for red and the Soul Ring for 2 to play Rakish Error. Whenever a vampire is combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Pass turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Well, let's go ahead and play that Plains. And I think to do the smart thing, I'm going to tap 3 to cast cast Mirror Box. So the legend rule doesn't apply to permanents I control. Each legendary creature I control gets +1/+0 or +1/+1, and each non-token creature I control gets +1/+1 for each other creature I control with the same name. Wonderful card in my rat stuff, I should say. But I removed from combat. I'm going to, since I have Menace, Nick, I'm swinging at you for 2. He does have Menace.
Oh, I got you. No, I mean he could have minutes. Wouldn't matter. I would take 2.
All right, and then I will surveil
without it.
X.
You said pass?
And then pass. Okay, I'm actually going to leave those on top.
All right, draw. So one of the things that always made me laugh about Bazaar is back when I had my real one in this deck. My buddy cast Blatant Thievery and stole my Bazaar Baghdad in a deck that was actively bad against, just so he could use a Bazaar Baghdad once in his life.
I mean, can you blame him?
No, not at all. I will cast this Judge Foil Gamble. Good?
Yep.
Cool. So the joking lore of this deck is Felden is trying to bring back his wife, but can't seem to do it and just keeps creating worm coil engines instead.
Okay, I approve of this. This is funny.
Yeah, this deck is really cool. I have 2 cards that are not legacy legal. That's the Judge Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get this card, which is not that Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I love Gamble. It's the red Entomb, so most of the time that I see it, it's search your library for a card, put it directly in your graveyard. But let's see if I can get a little lucky here and not put it directly in my graveyard.
That's the way my friend CJ is. Every single time he gambles, whatever he gambles for goes just directly into the grave.
Yeah, I mean, it's in here because I don't mind discarding things sometimes, and sometimes I have just played it as Entomb, but in this case, I'd like it to not be Entomb, but let's see how it goes.
Apparently, Gamble would be insta-banned in Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right, so I have 6 cards in hand. Hey, Nick, you want to roll me a D6? And we'll do
Rolling you a D6. Here we go.
All right, 1 through 6.
It's a 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3. We get my masterpiece, Lightning Greaves. That was not what I gambled for, but I am sad to lose.
Yeah, I'm not minding that being going away.
So I'm going to play this MPS Mountain, Magic Premier Shop. I will tap it for a red, play a Soul Ring, and then the Soul Ring into this F&M Mind Stone, and I will pass the turn.
All right. I
2
will
cards
untap.
left.
I will untap and I will draw.
So the theme is
Oh,
the deck is just pretty. Got it.
I'll play the mountain.
Yes,
I have 4 mana up. So
this was a multi-year passion project to put together this with all the versions that I like,
Yeah.
and then getting expensive cards like Bazaar Baghdad, Foil Wheel of Fortune. Like it was not a, just an overnight thing.
Oh yeah, no, of course not.
So I'm going to play one of the cards that I almost didn't put in the deck because I've kept this in like double sleeved in a binder for a while, but I needed something to fill out the deck. This is going to be my Japanese Mecha Godzilla, otherwise known as Crystalline Giant.
Okay, very cool.
I love this card. It has been put away ever since I got it. And it's seen its first play. So Crystalline Giant says, since you can't read this one, at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose a kind of counter at random that Crystalline Giant doesn't have on it. Flying, First Strike, Death Touch, Hexproof, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, Vigilance, and +1/+1 counter, and put that counter on it. Now, I already pulled a D10. There are 10 counters listed on the card. And so every single time I roll it, I'll just choose from that order. And subsequent ones, I'll just knock it down. So from a roll a d10 to roll a d10, but re-roll on ones, roll a d10, re-rolls on ones and twos, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Just
So
go.
whatever
So,
whatever
Fair
the
enough.
number is whatever the particular counter.
right.
Okay,
Right,
that
right.
makes sense.
So I am rolling a 2, which means that he gets first strike. First strike. So
That
I
card
need.
it feels like it's a nightmare to play in paper.
It kind of is. I'm not going to lie, especially since I forgot to actually grab my counter tokens. So, first strike. I'm going to write it down. I'm actually going to write it down. So that way I can have it notified. But he does not have haste. And that is all I can do. So I'll be passing the turn after.
All right, I will go ahead. Actually, I'll play a mountain, and then I will tap.
Love the Infinitoken promo on our stream here.
Oh yeah.
Play
Megan?
Olivia, mobilized for war.
Oh god.
3 through the flying. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under control, you may discard a card. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. It gains haste until end of turn, and it becomes a vampire, in addition to its other types. And then Caleb, I will swing at you with Rakish Air for 2,
My face takes 2.
and then I put a +1/+1 counter on Rakish Air because it dealt damage. All right.
Cool.
Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. And I'm going to play this Abraded Bluffs. They're coming tapped. When ETBs, it deals 1 damage to target opponents. Hey, Knight, take 1 to the dome.
That's how I feel about that.
Is that the technical term for it, Knight?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
From
Wanna
a
make
level
sure.
2 judge, it's called a. That's it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and tap white, blue, red. Oh my god. Wishful thinking.
Judge,
actually
Judge.
I've been playing a lot of Jeskai lately. Forgive me. White, black, red. To cast Altair. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Move to combat. I have Menace. So I'm going to share the love, and I'm going to swing Desmond at Knight for now 3.
You already hit me for 1.
Well, no, this is non-combat damage. This is punching.
Okay,
in the face.
but you still did damage.
Well, I'm sharing the wealth.
3, as you
3.
said?
Yep. Right.
Nice.
When he deals combat damage, I will reveal 3.
Rude.
Keep this all on top. I like this. Cool. And then I will pass turn.
All right. Weirdly, I think Knight's video is frozen on my screen here.
No.
No? Okay. Your life total is just not changing. Like, I can see it correctly on the YouTube stream,
yeah.
but on my screen, it still shows you're at 40.
Oh, I am at 36.
Yeah. I just have to move the screen. All right. Draw.
I mean, yeah, I'm at 40. I'm at 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing much. I'm going to activate Bazaar and draw 2. Let's go ditch Gaia Reach Sanitarium, this 8th edition mountain, and this foil, Planeswalker themed land mountain. And let's go this Boros mountain, when they did the guild themed lands.
Yep.
We'll do 3, 6. And I'm going to cast the last card in my hand. It is a Caged Sun, and I will name Red.
Gross.
And I will pass the turn as I am now held.
All right. I will proceed to untap, upkeep, and draw. I'll play this mountain. I'm going to tap Karn's Bastion for 1 generic for a Soul Ring. Let's see here. Let me use I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana up. What to do here? I think I'm going to tap 2 for a Swift of Boots. Tap 3 for a Invigorating Hot Spring. I need to start reorganizing things.
That's one of the Neon Dynasty cards, right?
Yep.
I recognize the name, but I don't know what it is.
Invigorating Hot Springs enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it. Modified creatures I control have haste. Remove a +1/+1 counter from Invigorating Hot Spring and put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Activate only as a sorcery and only once per turn. It does not trigger from Hardened Scales because Hardened Scales specifically says creatures, but it will get 4+1/+1 counters on it. I will go ahead and move one of those counters onto Crystalline Giant. And since I'm moving one from here over to here, it actually doubles due to Hardened Scales, so Crystalline Giant will get 2 counters.
So it's got 2 +1/+1 counters and
2 +1/+1 counters and First Strike.
And it doesn't count for the +1/+1 counter from its ability. So
It does, because if I roll, it says
Oh,
put a counter
okay.
of
Yep, nope, you're good.
doesn't have. So now that it does have, I can take both the First Strike and the +1/+1 counters off. I am going to go ahead and give it Hexproof. Now this is not a Hexproof counter, so that still counts, but he does have Hexproof.
Yeah, that giant's gonna be a pain in the ass.
So it is a 5/5 First Strike, moving to combat. So let me pull it up again. So that's 2 and 10 gone. I rolled 8, so that means it has Trample.
Gross.
So First Strike, +1/+1, Trample. I feel like if I swing out at anybody, I'm just not going to have any blockers. So I'm going to move through combat and keep Crystalline Giant as a blocker and pass the turn.
I can't wait till Crystalline Giant has double hexproof.
Then I play Lightning Greaves and give it Shroud.
Yep, there you go.
Right.
No targeting. Nothing.
What we don't know is if Knight's Secret Win condition is just to put all of the abilities of magic on Crystalline Giant, and then he just wins the game.
Yep. That's it. This card specifically says when all counters are on it, I win.
Yeah. No, I had a Hobbit deck for a little while. The Secret Win con that didn't actually win me the game was to get all of the panoramic cards of one Lord of the Rings scene out. And if I did that, it was like a moral victory.
Who was it?
Right. So I'm going to tap 6 to play Olivia, Crimson Bride. When she enters, I'm going to discard Nirkana Revenant to my graveyard. Yep. Which means I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Olivia Crimson Bride. Now she has flying and haste. And for those who don't know, so whenever Olivia Crimson Bride attacks, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. It gains whenever you don't control a legendary vampire creature. Exile this creature. Then I'm going to move to combat. All right, your giant doesn't have reach, right, Knight?
It does not. No.
Okay, so Olivia Crimson Bride is going to swing at you.
Why?
Josh, I don't you have reach, so Olivia Lies for War is going to swing at you.
Simple answer. Okay.
And then Rakish Air is going to swing at Kaleb. When that happens, I'm going to return Nirkana Revenant to the battlefield tapped and attacking. That will also swing at Kaleb.
So how much total?
So Kaleb, coming at you, you've got Rakish Air and Nirkana Revenant. That is 7. Josh, you've got 3, and Knight, you've got 4 Commander coming your way.
I cannot block.
Or Commander.
Right now, all of my if I can find the ones. Okay, all of them are going to get +1/+1s because they all deal damage, and that's going to actually uptick. Yep. Find it to Rakish Air to 2 and Olivia to 2. All right.
I'm at 4 Commander damage.
That felt pretty good, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Active draw. All right. Let's play that Plains that I revealed earlier. Oh wait, no, that's a different one. Right.
Oh, and by the way, if you did hear the crashing sound, that was my dog going for a bone and knocking over a rack of 4 guitars that all fell on the floor, including a Paul Reed Smith Core 10 top McCarty SC single cut. Everything is okay. Nothing got hurt.
Okay.
So
That would have hurt my soul.
yeah, that's why I was kind of checked out there for a minute. I had to quickly do a damage check on everything and make sure it was okay.
Very fair.
That's
Very fair.
totally understandable. All right.
Yep.
How many guitars do you have right now, Nick?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6,
Tap 2. I'm going to play
6
Strionic.
guitars, 1 bass.
Okay.
Nice little Strionic Resonator. MBD. Okay. Move to combat. I will swing because Desmond is going around the horn. So Desmond's going at Kaleb. Altair will be coming at Nick.
Yep.
So, yes, 3 from Desmond and 4 from Altair. All right. Does combat damage. I will start with 3. I'm just going to put those in the graveyard. I put Blood for the Blood God, Origins of the Hidden One, and Markwood Bats. Second main, 1 black for Royal Assassin. which has the ability tap, destroy target tap creature. Cool. Pass turn.
So what you're saying is that I don't need to remove hexproof at all.
No comment.
Yee.
I'm just going to cast Felden and pass the turn.
All right, I'll proceed to untap and draw. I'll play a mountain. I am going to cast my commander. And I'm going to cast him for the blaster side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep.
Oh, Sean, you'll be good. Magic is like chess with 30,000 different variations. And you can build the
You'll
deck
be
around
fine.
you. You'll be good. You'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be fine. So it's got first strike. So 2, 8, and 10 are gone. So 2, 8, and 10 are gone. That's a 2. That's a 2. This is a 2. I'm going to.
2.
Okay, nope. It's a 6. So it has menace. So he has Menace.
Although, Sean, I would, if anything, I would forewarn your bank account. Prep it. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
What to do here? All right. So, once again, I'm not going to swing at it. I know I have a good open window to swing at Nick. But I don't think that's the right move here. I don't swing at.
I appreciate that, and I will not target you on the next cast.
Much appreciated. He plays a board wipe. He said, "I didn't target."
I mean, in all reality, if you think back, I said I wouldn't blow up any of Nick's stuff with Argentum armor. I just blew up your dragon that blew up all
Yep.
of stuff.
You don't have to make me relive it. I was
Bam,
there.
bam, bam, bam.
I was there.
So anyway, I started blasting.
And I've already moved past it, but I'm regretting my decision here. Okay, yeah, I goofed up a bit.
What is the what does Mecha Godzilla have on it? It's got menace. It's got
First strike, 2+1/+1 counters on it, trample and menace.
Gotcha.
So that is 2, 6, 8, and 10 gone. I'm going to move a counter from Invigorating Hot Spring. Wait. He isn't. That's fine. From Invigorating Hot Spring, moving it down to 2 counters to put 2+1/+1 counters onto Blaster. Whenever I put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on Blaster, I convert them to Christianity.
Cool.
I'm then to pass. Hold on. Do I have enough to do that? I'm going to pay 1. Swiftfoot Boots to Blaster. You can pay 1 to tap Blaster to move a +1/+1 counter onto Crystalline Giant, putting him at 4. And then go into tap 1 to move Swiftfoot Boots back.
Sneaky.
Yep. Now I'll pass turn.
Cool.
Oh wait, I didn't even have to do that because modified creatures I control have haste. Ah! Damn it. Oh well, I think he loses haste because he becomes a legendary artifact when he converts. So technically, I didn't even have to. I'm misplaying a lot with this. This is my first time. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't think
you're fine.
loses haste because it's still a creature on the other side that would be modified, right? So it's still a modified creature.
He's not a vehicle, and he's not a creature. He is a legendary artifact.
Oh,
Let me
just a
double-
legendary artifact.
Let me double check the
So-
wording on. Yeah, he's just a legendary artifact. So whereas the others are like legendary vehicles or artifact vehicles, he is just a artifact.
He's a boot box.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't need haste anyway, because artifacts don't need haste.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I misplayed. I didn't even have to switch
Yeah.
Swiftfoot Boots over. I could have just activated them straight away. But yeah,
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tap my Soul Ring for 2 mana while I can, and I'm gonna tap Haunted Ridge, and then I'll tap Smoldering Marsh for a. That'll be for red. This will be for 2 black because of Nirkana Revenant. That should be enough to overload Vandal Blast and destroy all artifacts.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
He did say he wasn't going to target. I'll have Blaster go back to the command zone.
I mean, I did help the situation with Crystalline Giant, just so you all
What
know-
situation? I attacked no one.
It was coming. It was coming. You know it was.
He was a blocker. I was facing down someone with menace, and then I didn't even use it correctly because whatever. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm trying to have fun. I am mad. I am mad.
And then-
I'm very mad.
I'm gonna
But-
swing.
We banter like brothers. Come on.
I'm gonna swing Nirkana Revenant and Rakish Air at night. I'm gonna swing.
I
Olivia-
scoop. Goodbye.
I'm gonna swing.
No,
Olivia-
if you're attacking me, I am scooping, and I'm gonna call it a night because it's late and I have work in the morning.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not trying to be. I'm not swinging everything at you, but I'm gonna spread it out. I'm merely swinging. Well, I tell you what. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swing Rakish Air at you. It's a 4/4. I'm gonna swing Nirkana Revenant at Josh along with Olivia Mobilized for War, and I'm gonna swing Crimson Bride at Kaleb. Okay. I'm really not trying to be a jerk. I'm just trying to spread the damage around. That's all I'm trying to do.
Crimson Bride is a
It's
3/4,
currently a 5/4.
5/4. Okay.
And then Josh,
okay.
you have a 4/4 and a 4/4 flyer coming at you,
So,
and then Nirkana Revenant is a 5/5.
down to 29.
So I'm taking 5 and not 4.
You're taking 5, yeah, because of the +1/+1 counter, and then everything will uptick because they all dealt damage.
Was
Is it
there any
just-
trigger off of Olivia?
No, because I don't have any vampires in my graveyard, so there's no Olivia trigger in this case.
Oh,
Gotta get yourself a Bazaar of Baghdad, bro. Only like $2,000
only
for the
okay.
low price.
And then I will pass the turn.
alright.
For anyone actually listening, don't invest in a Bazaar of Baghdad for your vampire deck. There are much better ways to discard.
I'm not going to invest in the Bizarre Baghdad. I'm very happy.
Oh,
I didn't figure you would.
I'm gonna play Vault of the Archangel.
Or just proxy it, you know. If you really want to play it.
Proxy. Proxy is good. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is tap 2 white-black to give all of my creatures Death Touch and Lifelink. I'm going to tap Royal Assassin to target Olivia Crimson Bride. Destroy
That's-
her.
I'll do that. I still control a legendary vampire, so Nirkana Revenant does not go.
Into Ultimate Gruulest.
How big is Olivia mobilized for war?
5/5 right now.
5/5? Okay.
Yeah, because my Crystalline Giant was the problem. Yeah.
All right, Nick, I'm gonna swing Desmond at you. Actually, I'm gonna swing both.
I
So,
figured.
Desmond is now. Let's see, 3, and then 3 from Altair, so 6. And then I will gain 6 life. And then I will see something. Can I do Oh, I tapped that. Boop. Okay, cool. Pass turn.
All right, untap, draw. I'm gonna activate Bazaar. 1 and 2. I'm gonna discard Drownyard Temple, Key to the City, and Vandal Blast. And then I'm going to activate Feldom of the Third Path.
Here we go.
I'm gonna get an Inferno Titan, and I'm gonna deal 3 damage to Olivia mobilized for war.
Okay, she's gonna take 3 damage.
And then I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna attack Nick, dealing 2 more damage to Olivia mobilized for war and 1 damage to the Royal Assassin.
Cool.
Olivia goes to the graveyard, and Nikana Revenant gets exiled.
And then there's a 6/6 coming your way.
Coming my way, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
6.
after that, that is the entirety of my turn. It gets sacrificed. I know technically in Commander you're not supposed to reorder your graveyard, but graveyard order doesn't actually matter in my deck, so I'm just going to put it on top, and I will pass the turn.
See, down tap. Draw. I'll play this Forest. Going to tap 6 for a Cradle Clear Cutter. I am now Hellbent. I'm going to move a +1/+1 counter onto it. It is a 3/6, but after I move the 2 counter or the 1 counter double to 2 over, it becomes a 5/7. And I can tap it for green. I can tap it for 5 green. I'm Hellbent.
Oh, it's equal to power. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen this card.
Yeah, it's a. I pulled out a bunch of stuff from Brothers War that I've never seen anybody play, and I threw it in the deck.
Let's
See
cool.
how well it
Like
worked.
I like it.
Pass turn.
Tap. Guard. Play a mountain. I'll tap 4 for Olivia Volderon.
Sean asked, is there a keyword that allows your creatures to target other creatures for an attack? As far as I know, no.
There's
Because
an artifact that allows you to put magnet counters on creatures, and so when they attack, they have to attack the player controlling those. And so the way that it works, like, I'll use these for example. If I put magnet counters on each of these, and they're on, like, say, Knight has Desmond and Nick has Altair, you guys have to attack each other with set cards, and they have to block. So, in a way, kind of, yes, what Sean is saying enforces that.
Yeah, you're not targeting the other creatures. In that case, you're targeting the player. You don't target another creature for an attack. You always attack a player, and then the person being attacked declares blockers.
Unless they have a planeswalker, then that changes it. But that's
Yeah.
down the road.
There are actually like 5 sub-steps in combat. You have entering combat, declaring attackers, beginning of combat, declaring attackers, declaring blockers, damage, end of combat. Those are your 5 sub-steps of combat.
Yep.
It just kind of all rolls into one. But you will always attack a player, or if they have a planeswalker, and not another creature.
That end of combat step very rarely comes up, except when you have reconnaissance out.
Mm-hmm.
I have tricks in here because I have to sacrifice the tokens at the end of combat. Anyway, Nick, you were getting ready to tap your mana.
Tapping 2 to deal 1 damage to Altair. It is now a vampire in addition to its other types.
Okay.
Then I swing Rakish Air at you, Josh, for 5.
Yep. Can't do that.
And Rapid Share gets bigger, becomes a 6/6.
Okay.
All right, and then I will pass the turn.
Cool.
Yeah, the next closest thing to attacking a creature directly might be like fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
A lot of spells and some creatures say that whenever, like the Tarrasque, whenever you attack with this creature, it fights a target creature. So I guess that can. It's not a keyword, but it's something.
I'm
I
gonna
thought fight was officially named a keyword.
Was it? I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, like Uvenwald Tracker, or is it Uvenwald Tracker?
Yes.
The one that you can. Yeah.
So I'm gonna play Forlorn Flats. When he ETBs, deals 1 damage to any opponent. Nick, go ahead and take 1.
Yep, I get it. I know where I'm at in this game, guys. It's okay. I get it.
All right. So
Yeah, fight is officially a keyword.
I have 2 different answers. AI overview from Google says no, fight is not a keyword magic, but in Fight MTG Wiki says fight is a keyword action introduced in Innistrad.
Let's
Yeah, I don't trust the Google AI. It's
Yeah.
consistently been wrong in things that I've looked up.
see what to do.
They gotta work on their AI language.
All right, so move to combat. I'm going to swing Desmond at night. Altair is coming at Kaleb. On attack, I do have a trigger. I will exile the Royal Assassin with a memory counter on it. And then that will actually come in. So I'm creating a copy of it that comes in tapped and attacking. I will have that one come in attacking Nick. So Desmond's coming at night. Altair at Kaleb. The assassin at Nick. So Desmond will be a
3/3.
3/3. 3/3 Altair and a 1/1 coming in.
I cannot block it, so I will take 3.
End of combat. This will get the token will get exiled. I'm going to put it off to the side because it does have the memory counter on it. Cool. Yeah, I will pass the turn.
Okay, so he just keeps making Royal Assassins.
Yeah, and any other. I do have to sort it out.
All right, draw a card for turn. I'm gonna activate Bazaar. Let's draw 2.
Well, Bizarre would be really great in my deck.
I'll discard Bogarden Hellkite, Cheeky Cheeky Mirror Breaker,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Sling. And I'm going to activate Feldon. I'm going to get myself a Phyrexian Triniform.
Yep.
This is a 9/9 that has, whenever it dies, create 3 colorless 3/3 golems. So it's not as cool as Wormcoil Engine. It doesn't have like lifelink or death touch,
Still,
but it is a 9/9 that is going straight for Josh's face.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Cool. I'll go down to 21.
All right, I will move to instep, sacrifice it, and get a.
You'll get 3. 3/3.
Yep. So I get a piloted Shredder from Hearthstone, a Japanese Golem, and a Dragon Golem.
Beautiful.
I'll
Oh, pass turn. I am, by the way, in real bad shape. You just blow up my mountain. I know what I'm about. I live on thin margins, and I'm okay with it. Be a lot better off if Nick hadn't blown up my Cage Sun, though.
I mean, I
Yeah.
really actually was not really doing that to.
I know- I know.
Hurt, not, well, I also wasn't really doing it to hurt Knight. Honestly, Caleb, I've heard you talk about you and artifact decks, and I thought honestly blowing up all the artifacts might actually be good. Granted, it's kept Olivia in the command zone now for a bit because I did take out the ramp I needed to get her back out again. So it's not like it didn't totally hurt me either.
What did you cast? Is it you cast Vandal Blast, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
so-
that's opponents. It
It
says
doesn't
just
blow up your own artifact.
Oh, it's not? Oh, shit.
No.
Okay, so I sold my Soul Ring? Oh, cool. I sold my Soul Ring. Sweet.
Yeah, Vandal Blast is when you it's destroy target artifact you don't control. Overload changes it to from target to each, so it'd be each artifact you don't control. That's why.
Oh, shit. Okay. See, I misread that. So, well, there we go. Okay, so I still have my Soul Ring. All right. I mean, granted, it's not probably on the chopping block now, but that's fair. I would understand that.
I'm going to move my last +1/+1 counter from Invigorating Hot Spring to Cradle Clear Cutter. He now has 4 +1/+1 counters on him, making him a 7/9. So I can tap him to add 7 green mana to my mana pool.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, but I'm going to do something that's kind of stupid. I'm going to tap it for 7. Using, let's see, he costs. After we just decide real quick. 5. Yes, will cost 5. So 7. 4 of that gone. So I have 3 floating green mana and a red. I'm going to cast and force Converted Side. But then I'm going to cast 1, 2, 3, 4. The ready Scrap Savant.
Yep.
Nice. I got one of those in here too. I love that card.
Yep. This has modular 3 on it, so it enters with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. I am going to go ahead and tap 1 to move one of those counters onto the giant. So he now has 6 +1/+1 counters on it, and then I'm going to -2 to Duretti, putting him at 1, sacrificing Blaster. When due to modular, when it dies, I can choose to move those counters. I guess I didn't have to tap the last one, but move those counters onto Cradle, giving him 3 more counters because Heart and Scales just adds an additional 1. And I'm going to return target artifact card from my graveyard to the battlefield. Crystalline Giant.
Boom.
Love it.
It's a bit of a janky play, but
Oh, I think it was awesome, dude. That was great, man.
Yeah, it's sweet.
move to combat. 1. He has
First strike again.
first strike again. No, he has flying.
Oh, is it
He has
flying?
flying.
So
Oh,
and you
God.
can put more counters on the cutter, right? Too. Because
Because of hardened skills.
Oh no, it was
Yeah,
on the. Yeah, I thought it was on the more than BCI side.
No, it was not. Well, yes, he was. That's what I did. When I sacrificed him, I moved his counters over, but there was 2 counters on him. Hardened Scales just adds an additional 1, and so he got 3 more counters.
Yeah, I thought it had modular 3.
That it is, but I paid 1 to go ahead and move 1 over.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. I didn't have to do that, but I ended up doing it anyway. It was a misplay, but it still got there. I think I actually got an additional counter because paying 1 to move it over gave me 2, and then I got 3, whereas if I just let it die, it would have only gotten 4 counters. So I think I actually gained a little bit.
Good play testing. Makes sense.
All right, let me open up my notes again. He now has flying. Pass turn.
I make you up.
All right. Go ahead and do it.
I'm Hellbent again.
Yeah.
consistently keeping one card in hand in case I want to activate Bazaar and actually keep something in hand.
Good call.
But it's not a great card. I mean, it's fine, but like it's not a game winning card.
All right, I'm going to tap 2 black and 3, and I'm going to gain control of target vampire for as long as I control Olivia Volderon. So I'm going to gain control of Altair.
Yep. Do you have any assassins in your graveyard?
No, I do not.
Okay. You just don't want me to play. Got it.
Exactly.
Sean
There we
says he feels at home. MTG players also can't read.
Yep,
right.
it's true.
So there's Altair. It's now a vampire. And then Kaleb, I will swing.
Nice.
I will swing Rockish Air at you, Josh, and I will swing Olivia Volderon at you, Kaleb.
Much.
That's 3 flying.
Okay.
I'm at 17.
How much of me?
I'm gonna swing. You're getting 6. That will then deal damage and uptick to 5. And then I'll tap this, and I'll deal 1 damage to Crystalline Giant. Just in
I
its now
saw,
also
yep,
a vampire.
I saw it coming.
I mean, I had to.
No, it's fine. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah. Mechagodzilla being a vampire is actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Horrifying.
I will fast the turn with Josh as a blocker.
Although technically, I think when Kiryu, this artwork is of Kiryu, when he was introduced, you could technically call him a vampire. He's definitely undead because he's made from the bones of a deceased Godzilla.
How big is Olivia?
A
I know
4/4
nothing
currently.
about Godzilla lore.
I watch him regularly.
Okay. This will actually be amazing. All right. First, I'm going to play Raucous Theater. I'm going to surveil 1. I'm going to put that in the bin. There's our segment. All right. Let's go. 4 white. Cast Austere Command. I'm going to select Destroy All Enchantments and destroy all creatures with mana value 4 or greater.
All right.
Goodbye, Crystalline or Cradle.
Give me my Altair back.
Just so you know, it is still a vampire.
Oh, I trust me, I'm aware.
Well, oh shit. Well, I mean, I missed it, so I don't have to count it. Olivia's she was actually a 6/6 at that point.
Oh, well,
every time
because
I make something a vampire, she gets +1/+1, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Yeah, because of the thing. Yeah.
because it
I
doesn't
should
mana
have-
value.
Yeah.
All right.
Wouldn't matter.
Move to combat. I will swing Desmond at Nick for taking my shit. That'll be 2 at your dome.
Understood.
I will surveil 2. Put that in the bin. Cool. Pass turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. Activate Bazaar. 1, 2. Let's go discard Heartstone, Hellkite Charger, and this Masterpiece Duplicate. And let's what's the most value here? I think it's just getting back a Triniform.
Yep.
And let's go. Knight, what's the power and toughness of your giant?
He's a 3/3.
Okay. So let's go 6 at Josh, 9 at Nick, 3 at Knight.
I'll take 3.
I go to 10.
Down to 9.
All right. I will move to instep, sacrifice this guy. So I'll have 3 tapped and 3 untapped. And I'm gonna use a check. And I will pass the turn, 1 card in hand.
All right.
It's a
Obviously
mount.
untap.
Signed by the artist, my favorite artist in Magic, Alexei Bricklow.
Oh, Caleb, that's what I was going to tell you about the whole like sub WinCon. I saw someone had all the Mark Teden Tron lands from, I think it was Double Masters.
The borderless ones.
Yeah, and what they did is they had Mark Teden sign, so they had all 3 cards, but he signed across all 3 as one
Oh,
giant
that's cool.
signature. So if you got them all together, it's a boom, Mark Teden.
I love that. That's amazing.
Steel Hellkite.
Yep, that's a great.
I'm going to
Nice.
uptick to ready to 3, but I can't. I don't have any cards in hand, so pass turn. Actually, no. I have to go through combat. So 1 is out. 5. So that would be lifelink. Line and lifelink.
Nice. Are you swinging or no?
No, sir. I'm just passing.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna tap out and bring Olivia back, and then move to combat. Josh, I'm gonna swing out at you.
Yep.
When I do that, I'm gonna bring Olivia Volderon back, and I'm gonna swing that at Kaleb.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and how big is Olivia again? Sorry,
She's currently a 3, but then you have a 7 Rakish Air, so I think that's
yeah,
lethal.
I'm dead.
And then Olivia gets a +1/+1 counter on it. Volderon gets a +1/+1 counter on it. Rakish Air gets a +1/+1, going to 6. But I don't expect to live to see my next turn. I at least did you all a favor and killed Josh.
I mean,
so I did something.
Arno was my next assassin.
If you guys, Josh made me this way. I just want you to know this. He did this.
I can't
Oh,
take all the credit. There was my assassin that
I
has
passed
the
the turn.
poison counters.
No, I'm mostly at fault for going into this knowing that I was playing an underpowered deck compared to you guys. So
Nah, you're good,
I-
dude. This was the first time playing Altair still.
I've been working on this one for a while, and honestly, it has actually many times been fairly. I mean, Josh can attest. It's been fairly irrelevant a lot of times, but I think I've got a little bit more of the secret sauce figured out on this one to make it.
Are you done, by the way, Nick?
I am done. Oh yeah, sorry, buddy. I did pass the turn to you. Yeah.
I don't think your deck's underpowered. I mean, this is like if at any point if Felden had died here, I'm pretty well out of this game. This is just me doing reanimator things. Draw 2, discard 3, discard this Gruul Mountain, Sarkhan Fireblood, and this Alexei Bricklow Mountain.
I'm definitely playing Megatron next time, though.
Please do.
Josh can be mad about it all he wants.
I don't care at this point.
I mean, I like the idea.
That's not the Megatron. That's Blight Steel Colossus, though, right?
Megatron Tyrant is the command.
Megatron Tyrant. It's kind of like how he's building with Felden. It's get a whole bunch of artifacts out, sacrifice them, reanimate them, do damage based off of Megatron Tyrant's ability.
Awesome.
So I'll go 5 golems at night, 1 golem, and turn to form it.
All right, which I think that's enough to take me out, isn't it?
It's 12, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, hey, I did it my way.
You
I
sure did.
did it my way. For what is a man? So 5 golems.
5 golems. 3
so
golems, no abilities.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
Yep. That's 15 damage. Put me down to 6.
Yep. I'll make 3 more golems at the end step, and I will pass turn.
All right.
Knight, I will just tell you, if you can kill him now, you need to, because Kaleb and artifacts, like I said, that's really
Well,
honestly
still
why I
Hellkite
handle that.
can take out all the golems, easy peasy.
I'm
That's
going
true,
to
yeah.
discard this forest and draw a card. I'm going to pay 3 for a Tomical Scrapsmith, ETBs, mill 3 cards, put an artifact card milled this way into my hand. If I don't, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I'm going to put this Commander Sphere into my hand. Commander Sphere, sack it, draw a card. Move to combat, swing. Oh wait, I have to roll. Hold on. I have to roll.
Yeah, you're
So, flying, lifelink, and 10. What was 10? +1/+1 counter on them. So,
cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You can swing with both, right?
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah, I can swing with. Yeah, I swing with both. That'll be 5. It'll just be 9 damage, and I'll gain 4 life.
Which you gain some life.
I'm going to pay 0 and sacrifice Steel Hellkite to blow up everything that costs 0 or less.
Well, it's not
you don't. I didn't think you had to sacrifice still Hellkite though.
You don't.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's just destroy.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a sacrifice ability. That makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Very bizarre. I mean, that's an interesting one.
That's never a good thing to hear.
I'm going to discard 1,000-Year Elixir, Panharmonicon, and Utbara Hellcoat.
Mm-hmm.
I must say though, this assassin deck, like I had the Animus in here, so I was going to start stealing your stuff with memory counters.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Animus is kind of broken
Okay,
with Altair.
I'm gonna activate Felden. Let's get back Inferno Titan.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I just
deal-
saw that.
Yeah, deal 1 damage to the Scrapsmith, 2 damage to you, and attack you for a total of 9.
Yep. And I'm down. GG's.
GG's, everyone. Last
Awesome.
card in hand was a mountain.
The most broken thing I have in this deck is a cauldron.
The
Let's see if I
Cauldron
can
of
find it.
Souls.
Cauldron of Souls. Yep.
Yeah,
That's the most quote unquote broken thing I have.
that's cool. So the 2 cards I was digging for, obviously, Worm Coil Engine. I've got this sweet masterpiece
Sounds pretty.
one. That was a anniversary gift from my ex. And my favorite card in the deck is Combustible Gearhulk,
Yep.
because I either get to feed my graveyard and you take a bunch of damage, or I just get to draw 3 cards.
Here is another Mecha Godzilla. It's Hangerback Walker.
Oh, nice. I do
And
like that one.
There's Blightsteel Colossus. And it
You have
cannot.
the
Oh, I have all the
walking or the Walking Ballista version 2 of the Godzilla card.
Walking Ballista is the one I do not have. It's the only one that I'm missing, and I'm very upsetty spaghetti about it. But as I was saying, this cannot be a Autobot aligned deck without Optimus Prime, otherwise known as the Goliath truck.
That's great.
I really like Universes Beyond, and I don't know half the cards in your deck.
Yeah, there's things from the Tyranids, but there's Cauldron of Souls. There's Godzilla's. There's the Transformer cards. Megatron. I have Megatron, which is Blightsteel Colossus. Optimus Prime, which is Darksteel Colossus, and the Allspark, which is Doubling Cube.
I really feel like you need to put the RMS Titanic in there. I think that would be
New one or the old one?
I hadn't seen that card until the newest episode of Commander at Home, which, by the way, is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
You
I
watch
it today.
Here's
Oh,
Rising of
so
the
good.
Day from Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Nice.
There was one other one. There's a Japanese Contagion engine.
Ooh, that's cool.
Nice.
There's one more. Greater Good is the other secret layer transformer card in this.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money on the transformer secret layers because I planned on doing giveaways, and then nobody interacted with the giveaways, so I just kept all of them.
I think you made a sweet deck with it though, so who cares, man?
Right? That's actually a really cool deck. I like how that turned out.
It needs tuning. I need more ways to draw cards.
I mean, but
need
that's
to
it.
improve.
Wow, I'm just going to throw cards everywhere. But that's the part of playtesting. I mean, this is the first time running Altair. So I've got to get more cards in the graveyard and probably more token doublers to be gross. So,
All right.
but that's going to be it
Great,
for this episode. Let's
That was
run
good times, guys.
yeah, let's run around the horn again. Just to let everyone give a shout out and any sort of plugs you want to make. We'll start with Kaleb.
Yeah, just thank you, everyone watching. Sean interacting in the chat. Nick, I know you weren't here to talk as much trash as you normally did. I know you would have had a lot of fun with that green game, but always appreciate you popping in and enjoying it. And any of the other Friday night friends that I play with that happen to be watching, shout out to you and just anyone else watching.
Awesome. Night.
You can find me over on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, over at the Late Night channel. That is Night with the K. I will be honest, my content has been lacking as of late because I've had more important things in my life going on. I've been studying and training for the Navy, and I will be shipping out to serve with our armed forces here soon. So I don't know how content creation is going to go. So that's why I'm very, very happy and lucky to have this opportunity to be on the EDH Brothers before all that. So very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me, and I apologize for getting angry. It was just how things are.
All good.
So it's all good, man. I threw my cards last week night. I mean, I got pissed too, man. No, and I was not trying to target you. Truthfully, I was honestly, the move really ultimately was actually to try to control Kaleb because, again, he talks about how he's not allowed to play artifact decks with his friends because they know what he does with them. So
I break them.
He breaks them, but
and not in the way that you traditionally would break an artifact where they don't work anymore.
But that was a lot of fun. I love my dragon deck, and I really and my Olivia deck. I also really love. These are two of my favorite ones. By the way, my Olivia deck, if anyone can catch the reference, is known as Blood is the New Black. If anyone knows that reference, you're very cool, and you know some really awesome Finnish goth and roll. So I hand that to you. Give that to you. But no, it was a lot of fun. I look forward to our stream next week, which we are going to pre-record because obviously we will not be here on Thursday because I have planes, trains, and automobiles and son-in-law to watch on Thanksgiving. So, but I'm looking forward to slinging spells with everybody next week for sure.
It'll be good times. I will be a glutton on Thursday, stuffing my face with all the wonderful food.
Oh, 100% me too.
And then make sure to check out Kayfabe Cards. They are the HQ of the EDH Brothers here in Utah. Amazing shop. They do have a store on TCG Player. Feel free to check them out. Link is in the description. And also, Knight, since you are going into the Navy, I do want to give a shout out to the Alliance of Military Magic Players, or AMP. It is a group of members of our armed forces all throughout the world that get together, that play Magic over Spell Table and wherever you're located. So check them out, AMP Task Force on X. I'll add all that into the show notes as well. So definitely check those out. Check them out. Solid group of people. So
that sounds really cool. I'll definitely have to do that.
Yeah, they are. It's actually led by Greg Sablon, who is now a member of the Commander panel. He was part of the
neat.
CAG, so link to all their stuff is in the chat as well. So, but yeah, as Nick said, we'll be pre-recording our game. It will still stream live on Thursday. It's still stream on Thursday, but we will obviously not be interacting with you all during that. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you all next week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks all.